Hey guys, my name is Ashley Ranow and I'm an Ambassador Diamond with It Works Global, and I just want to tell you a little bit about my story and maybe some things that kind of are weighing on your mind as you're here at this party with us. So I started this business February 2nd of 2014, so I've been in just over 28 months. And I don't know if any of you guys that have been here have been watching somebody that invited you for a really long time, maybe watching people on your social media that have been talking about this business, sharing this opportunity with you. So I was that person that hid behind my computer screen and silently stalked people because I was too scared to do it myself. I was so worried about what everybody else was going to think about me. I thought possibly the market was saturated, and I just didn't think I'd be successful at it. So it took me a full 36 months to make the leap of faith. Somebody had been messaging me every month, and I was ignoring their messages every month. And finally, it took, I had my daughter in November of 2013. So I had a 2-year-old and a newborn. And that moment, quickly became a reality to me that we were financially struggling. I knew that we were not, we were getting by fine, but student loans just kept piling on, and I just couldn't imagine what our future was going to hold for us with 2 kids and 2 kids in daycare. I was a full-time night shift nurse, and we were just making enough to get by, and we were actually struggling in some parts of our life that we were just really we looked like we were okay, but we weren't. And so I looked at my student loan account when I was on maternity leave with my daughter, and it said that if I kept making my minimum payments just on one of my student loans, I had 3, that they'd be paid off in 2030. So I did the math in my head, and that meant that my son would be a sophomore in college and my daughter would be a senior in high school. And you guys, this hit me like a ton of bricks. This is the moment that I realized, my concern, my fear was what people were going to think of me, but I realized nobody else cared about my debt. Nobody else cared what the dreams were, that I had for my family. Nobody else cared what our vision and what we wanted for our family. So, when you look at it that way, nobody else's opinions matter. Nobody else's opinions are going to pay your bills. And so that was my aha moment, and that was the moment that I decided I was going to give this a go and see what it would do for us. And in 28 months, we have paid off over $100,000 in debt. We built a brand new dream home, and the coolest thing is it brought me home for my full-time nursing career to being home with my babies full-time. And in April of this year, my husband actually got to come home from his full-time job at State Farm. So to say that this business has changed our lives because I got over the fear of worrying about what other people would think or thinking that maybe there wasn't enough room for me in this business, you guys, we're still a ground floor opportunity. This business is changing so many lives daily, and we have so much room for growth. So if you're on this party tonight and you're thinking, just even in the back of your mind thinking, what if? Stop thinking what if, because you're still going to be thinking what if a year from now or 2 years from now, or if you're like me, 3 years from now, and then you're going to make the leap and you're going to think, gosh, I would have done that. I wish I would have done that 3 years ago. Imagine where I'd be now. So I'm so glad you guys are on, and we are happy to answer any questions that you have. So have a good night. We'd love to have you on our team.